Heyo everybody, welcome back to Masked Pundit TV. So today I am going to be giving my preview and my prediction for tomorrow's game, which will see Arsenal take on Sunderland at Sunderland Stadium. So let's get right into it. So Sunderland this season, obviously newly promoted, made some very ambitious signings, including one of our own, Granit Xhaka. They've also signed Mukiele, he was a big signing, Brian Broby from Ajax. That was a ambitious signing as well. So they've done some very good business. I thought, I thought they would sign a big name midfielder, but I thought it was going to be Jordan Henderson. But no, they went with Granit Xhaka, which kind of came out of nowhere. But good to have him back in the Premier League. He's performing very, very well as well. Um, Obviously got the goal last week against Everton as well. The 1-1 draw that they had in their last game. Obviously Arsenal just coming off that win against Slavia Prague. Um, I thought Sunderland looked very, very good, especially in the second half of that game against Everton. They were unlucky not to win it. I mean, Jordan Pickford made a few big saves. So Sunderland, they're going to be up for this, and I'm pretty sure they have the loudest stadium. Yeah, when it comes to the fans and everything, I think they've got the loudest fans in the Premier League this season. So, they are well up for it. They also have one of the best defensive records in the Premier League. They might even be second behind us. So, it's going to be a very, very tough game. And this is the most nervous for a game of football I've been for a while with Arsenal. Um, Especially in the Premier League. I mean, I suppose the last one was like Atletico Madrid, and we know how that went. Um, but, this is a potential banana skin match, is what I would say. You know, Sunderland are a very good team. They're going to be up for it. The crowd's going to be up for it. Obviously, I do back Arsenal. Of course, I do. Why wouldn't we be confident the way that we're playing, the way we're closing out games, and everything? How good our defense is. I mean, Gabriel Jesus has come back from injury as well. I don't think he'll have to be involved in this game, but he should be back after the international break. Which I'm not going to hype up Gabriel Jesus too much. But it's an extra option in it. As someone off the bench who can make a difference. Maybe him on the left wing could be something that we do going forward. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a very tough game, very difficult game. Let's get into the predicted lineup. So in goal, obviously David Villa, especially whilst Kepa's been injured. David Villa is absolutely the number one goalkeeper, undisputed. That's not changing unless it's a Carabao Cup or maybe an FA Cup game. Right back, Jurriën Timber. Um, yeah, I mean, it is just Vincent repeat with what I say with Jurriën Timber. Absolute, just probably the most consistent player that we have. I would say I've yet to see him have a bad game. I think so. Absolutely no problems with Jurriën Timber being there. Um, Right centre back, we're going to go with William Saliba. Again, the back four, can make itself. I mean, maybe the left back you can switch between, Calafiori, Lewis Skerry, and even Hincapié now. But there's Griff, they're all fit. The back four. So I'm going to go with Saliba, and then obviously next to him it's going to be Gabriel Magalhaes. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. His leadership's going to be great. I mean, obviously from set pieces, always a threat there as well. So, we're going to need those set pieces. And then left back, we're going to go with Calafiori. Impressed me. I'd say he's the biggest surprise package. Now, we knew he was a decent player, don't get me wrong. But the fact he's made that left back spot his own when we've got Lewis Skerry, another very, very strong candidate there. And also Hincapié now, who could also play there. Calafiori's really held down that left back position, made it his own. So, very, very impressed with Calafiori. Hopefully he stays fit. And, we can have him throughout most of the season at least. Right, into the midfield. Martin Zubimendi, first of all, obviously missed the game against Slavia Prague due to suspension. But this is the type of game I want him to grab by the scruff of the neck. As I said, not Newcastle, sorry. Sunderland. Sunderland, very vocal. They're going to be up for this game. The fans are going to be very, very up for this game. They're going to be cheering their team on every chance they get. This is the type of game I want Zubimendi to be controlling the tempo. I don't want him to. I want him to be that player that's keeping the fans quiet, just showing that pace down a little bit. That's going to benefit Arsenal. So, this is a big test for Zubimendi. Obviously next to him we're going to go Declan Rice. I mean, fantastic player, man. Do I need to say any more? Just absolutely immense. Absolutely immense. Um, yeah. Again, his set pieces as well, his crosses from corners or from free kicks, all that stuff, going to be very crucial in this game. And then final midfielder, Eberechi Eze. Again, we've still not seen the best of Eze, I don't think. Still think there's a lot more to show that he's obviously seen. We've seen at Crystal Palace. So I would like to see that again. This is that type of game you would like to see him, be putting in that 8, 9, or 10 out of 10 performance. He's been okay, but with Arsenal now, that's not enough. A few years ago, he would have been one of the first names on the team sheet. Now with Erdgaard coming back, he's got to start, earning his spot a bit, because Erdgaard will probably dislodge him from that place, and so we got to start seeing him at his best, and I do still back him. I do think he will get there. Then finally up front, the front three, we're going to go with, on the right, Bukayo Saka. He's the only real option. Thought he was half decent against Slavia Prague. So whilst Madueke ain't fit, I mean, he's not going to go max down, and I don't think he'll go with Wanyeri. So I do think it'll be Bukayo Saka, and I have no problems with that. On the left, I'm going to go with Leandro Trossard. Been very impressed with him recently. Again, like Martinelli, I was being very critical of both of those guys. But yeah, they've been playing very well, and Trossard absolutely deserves to start. So yeah, I thought he was very, very good against Slavia Prague. And then finally up front, we're going to go with Mikel Merino. Gyökeres is not available. Hopefully we'll be back after the international break. But yeah, whilst he's not out, Mikel Merino goes up front. And I mean, we know how lethal he is in the box. Got 2 goals against Slavia Prague. So he's going to have a big role to play this game. He's not quite as good as the press, but his finishing is very, very good. Prediction for this game then. Now, I do think Sunderland are going to come out and attack us a little bit. I do think they'll be up for it, especially because they're the home side. So I think it could be an open flowing game. Now, we've got this amazing clean sheet record that eventually it's going to end in it, So, do I predict it to end here? I think so. I'm going to say 2-1 to Arsenal. Obviously, I mean, Xhaka being a former player would be poetic if he scored. I mean, fun fact, I don't know how many of you are going to remember this, but also they have a second former Arsenal player, Dan Bayard, came through our academy. Yeah, we'll go with a Bayard goal. Why not? Bayard goal from a corner for Sunderland. For Arsenal, we're going to say Eze. I will back him. And Trossard, again, he's been very impressive, so why not? But that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. It is greatly appreciated. Subscribe for more football content, specifically Arsenal content, but I do other videos as well. And yeah, all that good stuff. Share it around, tell your friends, all that good stuff as well. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the football tomorrow. And yeah, take it easy.